Hi, my name's John. I am part of the Wild filmmaking workshop, working with deaf people. I am deaf as well, and I wear cochlear implants. Filmmaking is just one of my passions, so I thought this would be interesting to explore. The first two workshops, we worked here in Manchester Museum, and then the third and final workshop was at the Manchester Deaf Centre. First day, we met everybody and we did like an icebreaker, and then we explored here in this exhibition and thinking about wild in different aspects. We looked at the creative aspect of that with the art area, and then we looked in here the economic but also the historical aspect of nature. We started to think about the things that we reflect in nature, like what does wild mean to us and how has that an impact on us as deaf people from our perspective.
My name's Linda Mays-Walker, and I became involved in the Wild project because I'm a student at Manchester Deaf Centre. I'm also a radio producer, and so that means I think a lot about sound and how different people experience sound. On the day that I came to be involved in the project, it was a very wet and windy, some might say typical Manchester Saturday. So we gathered here at the museum and then all got our coats on and headed out into the rain and the wind, and went to some local nature spaces with Dan, who's absolutely brilliant, and told us a little bit about what communities local to the museum are doing to create and develop green spaces in their area.
We took pictures, we took ideas of like what this place is like from our perspective.
And the young people had a chance to have a look at some of the things that were growing in those spaces, to try some of them as well, try eating some of them, which was great and very funny.
Having that given to me with that rocket, it was just like, there was like some sort of kick in it. I was like, whoa, okay, I didn't expect that.
And then after we'd done that, we all came back here and looked at some archive material that we could include in the film, and also to sit down and brainstorm some of the brilliant ideas that they had for things that they wanted to include in the film.
We thought about themes of like isolation, challenges that we come across as deaf people like every day, the struggle that we go through.
So the key themes that came out of that were really the feeling that as a deaf or hearing impaired person, they sometimes feel trapped in a hearing world, and that was a really common thing that they wanted to explore.
So we thought about doors and how doors make us feel trapped, and not letting us have this like moment of peace. It just feels like you're stuck in another room, in another room, in another room.
So we looked at how they see that sort of as opposing to nature, and nature giving them a sense of wild, a sense of freedom. One of the things I was really keen to explore with the young people, as a hearing impaired person myself, is how we experience sound, how vibration and beats and the feeling that sound and the sound of nature might give us.
Hearing from Linda was kind of like eye-opening about like how can we connect nature to the deaf world. It's a place of like reflection or a place of inspiration, and there's no barriers at all. This is an area, this is a safe space for us to understand our perspective and our creativity and like what we can do, that there's no like right or wrong.
I think the thing that impressed me the most about the group was how much they were in charge. And I wanted them to be, and I said, you know, this is your film. Chloe and I are going to help you make it, but it's your film, we want your ideas. And they really embraced that and really took charge of it and relished it. So I really hope when people see it, that comes across, because it really is from them.